Is there any form of Palestinian resistance which would be acceptable to the establishment, politicians and institutions of the West?
No. No, because let's face it, the anti-Semites were the first to have embraced Zionism because they wanted to get rid of the Jews from Europe. They wanted them to go somewhere else. And those same anti-Semites happened to be white supremacists. When the British went to Australia, or Kenya, or South Africa, they declared the land to be terra nullius, to be an empty land. Why? Because, once you declare Australia to be empty of the 5.5 million Aborigines that live there, then immediately you have license to kill them. License to genocide. So it's something they had done. They had practiced it. They were good at it. They believed in it. Winston Churchill famously supported genocide and practiced it. And so then, when the Zionist idea, a land without a people, for a people without a land. So, but what's this? This is exactly terra nullius, like saying, Palestine is a land without a people. And what about the people who live there? Well, they can't be humans. That's the beginning of dehumanization. That's the license to kill Palestinians. The Balfour Declaration was exactly that. The idea that Israel has the right, from the river to the sea, to establish Israeli sovereignty of a Jewish state. In other words, Jews have the right to be there, non-Jews don't have the right to be there. That's genocide. Yeah? So the West is absolutely complicit. I have to tell you that, I've lost my capacity to focus on anything after the 7th of October. Because we are part of a genocide and we're complicit in it. We're not bystanders, we're not observers. Even those who are supporting Palestinians and are opposing genocide, we are complicit in genocide because, it's not something that's happening out there. It is something that's happening out there with our bombs, with our fighter jets, with our money, with our moral support through our governments, through our own representatives. On the 7th of October, I happened to be in Berlin, accidentally. And I was being interviewed that day when all hell broke loose, literally. And instinctively, I wasn't planning this because I didn't know it had happened until the journalists put it to me. It was breaking news at the time. And I said, listen, I'm certain I'm not going to condemn Hamas. I'm not even condemning Netanyahu. And I'm not even condemning the Israeli settlers. I'm condemning us Europeans. Because for centuries, we perpetrated pogroms against the Jews. We hounded the Jews, not just in Germany or in Britain, but the Greeks, the Serbs, the Croats, the Spaniards, the Portuguese, the French. We have all been participating in what led eventually to the Holocaust. And the Holocaust was not just a German Nazi thing, it was a Greek Nazi thing, it was a French Nazi thing, a Croat Nazi thing, right? And then how did we absolve ourselves? By giving license to the apartheid state of Israel to kill as many Palestinians as they deemed necessary and to dehumanize them and talk about them as. So my question to my German comrades, and my party in Germany, because Mera25 exists in Germany as well, we will try to contest the European Parliament election this coming June as part of the DiEM25 umbrella. We lost some comrades who said, you can't compare and contrast. We're not comparing and contrasting anything. We're saying that there's a genocide happening. The Holocaust was a unique kind of evil. Nothing like what's going on now in Palestine, because that was an attempt by the Nazis to kill every Jew there was in the world, right? I mean, Israeli army would stop killing them if they all left Palestine. But that doesn't stop it from being genocide. And my question to my German comrades is, how much Palestinian blood needs to flow before you feel that your guilt over the Holocaust has been expunged?
How do people react when you put that question to them?
In silence, but without the courage which is necessary to stand up for Israeli Jewish comrades in Berlin who are demonstrating against the IDF, against the genocide of the Palestinians. So, I'll just mention Iris Hefetz, a great friend and comrade of ours. She's an Israeli Jewish psychoanalyst who lives and works in Berlin. And she went out onto the street with a placard, I don't know whether you heard that story, in which she had written, as an Israeli and as a Jew, stop the massacre in Gaza. Didn't even use the word genocide. She was arrested for being anti-Semitic by a white Aryan German policeman. This Israeli Jewish woman was arrested for anti-Semitism. You can't make this up.